What is up, Switch leaders? We are back with another Switch leader video, and I am excited for all that God has in store for us this week. Last week, it was incredibly special. Just wanted to share a quick story with you guys. One, it was amazing seeing the way that we were interacting with our students in the lobby. You guys were on it. You guys were crushing it. And I heard from multiple students that it just felt different last night, and that is exactly what we're aiming for, to love every student that walks through the doors and to just continue to pursue them and just show them the love of God through the way that we interact with them, through the way that we lead them, and through the way we lead by example. So one, I wanted to tell you guys I'm extremely proud of you, and we get to do it week after week after week after week. But quick story, there was a family that had brought their students to Switch. So it was a mom who brought, I believe, 6 students to Switch. They showed up at like 7:35-ish during almost towards the end of the message, middle of the message. And one of those students, who is a 7th grader, came in with his friends. I think they were his siblings and a couple of the friends. Came in, heard the rest of the message, heard the presentation of the gospel, and raised his hand at the end of the service and gave his life to Christ. And it is incredibly special to see what God is doing through him, because I found him this Sunday and he's stepping in to serve on the weekends. And when I tell you God is doing something incredible through our students, he is. And it's just going to happen one story at a time, and I can't wait to do it again with you guys. This week we are hopping into week 2 of Dangerously Influential. Last week we talked about how to make friends, and this week I get to preach about how to deepen relationships. And we're going to talk about the Acts 2 church and what it looked like for the believers when they got together. What did it look like for them, and how did they build strong community that would eventually change the way the church looked and changed the course of the church for the rest of history. And I know if you were here on the weekends, you kind of heard maybe you heard Sam mention that we are living in an Acts 2 church right now. Like, God is doing incredible things through our church, and it's through you guys in the what we get to be a part of and leading people to become fully devoted followers of Christ. What you need to know, some logistics. So we're talking about how to deepen relationships. We're going to bring a couple of really good points. So if you are in your group next week, on top of the leader guide, I would just take a time to reflect on your relationships and your closest friends and what makes it different. What makes it different from other relationships that you have. It's the way you're able to be vulnerable with one another. It's the way that you are able to center it around Jesus. Just to be able to serve one another in those friendships. And how can we model that with explaining to our students what's that looked like in our personal lives? You can ask them questions like, who are your closest friends? What are the things that make you guys so close? And being able to tie that in with the message and the examples that we find from God's word, and how we can continue to challenge our students to build stronger and deeper relationships, because we know that when they're building deepened relationships in their schools, they are starting something different. They are able to go in tribes to change and to just change the course of what their school looks like. And I'm super excited to be in this message series and how we can equip our students to make the biggest difference in their schools, basically outside of the 4 walls of Switch and Life Church. What can we equip them and empower them to do to make a difference in our community? And I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a good time. You may be getting questions about Water Wars. Water Wars is next week, August 23rd. We're going to have almost 4,000 water balloons, a bunch of squirt guns, and possibly a couple more elements, just more water. But it is going to be a lot of fun, a really good invite tool. And what we can do for that is, if students have any questions, let them know, bring a towel, wear dark clothes, and bring friends with them. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then on top of that, September 6th, I believe, 2 weeks after Water Wars, we have the Bash, where we're going to be partnering with our DFW campuses and giving a grant to a local mission partner. We're combining all of our resources and going and giving them to one local mission partner, which we're excited for, but we're also going to be doing a dodgeball tournament during that time. We're going to talk about that starting August 23rd. We'll talk about that from Sage, but just to keep on your radar, if you want to check and keep up to like what's happening in advance, I have the Switch calendar up on the leader link, and you can find the message guide in there. You can find the leader semester guide, the calendar. The Switch Leader podcast is an amazing tool. And if there's anything else that you may need that isn't on there already, please let me know. But if you have any questions, let me know, and I look forward to seeing each and every single one of you there. Don't forget to wear your Switch Leader shirt and to be at Huddle at 6:15, and I can't wait to do Switch with you guys. Love you guys. Let me know if you need anything. Peace.